I know we're probably live right now, but if that
Beautiful,
door
we're
was
live right now.
for the viewers at home, if that door was open, my dog would jump up, smack me in the face, and then ruin some role play moment that was happening at
Your
the
dog
time.
is crazy.
Yeah,
We
he
met him
would.
last week. So,
Yes, love it.
welcome everybody to the Heroes Era. Thanks for joining us. It's Monday night, and we are live on Twitch. How's everybody doing this evening? These are trying times, but we're all making the best of things. Of course, coming together over the internet to play some Dungeons and Dragons is always a highlight of the week.
Yes.
Got
You
quarantine.
ever think you'd look forward to Mondays?
Hey,
Monday's the best night of the week, eh?
Yeah.
I got quarantine school and a trade that I'm getting education in, so I'm having the fun part of quarantine.
Well, study later, young man. And for now, we're playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. And we're telling a story, but we do not yet know how it will go. The players, the dungeon master, the dice, all of these will have a hand in how the game unfolds. This is the Heroes Era.
Dun, dun, dun. There.
Dun.
Got it.
We're going to need to have a meeting with the tech crew here. So, anyways. Thanks, everybody, for being with us. And why don't we just take a moment and introduce the characters? We can start with Eric.
Hey, I'm Jason, playing Eric, human fighter cleric. Originally from the Three Kingdoms, now on a quest to take care of these chaos stones, and apparently now we're going to build a library and do all kinds of awesome stuff.
Yes.
Right.
And Silverado.
Hi, it's me, Silverado, the soon-to-be combat teacher. Well, the substitute combat teacher that's there like once a year. And he's going to enjoy it greatly until he gets kicked out for doing some chaotic stuff.
And
Probably.
Vincent.
I'm Chris. I'm playing Vincent, the warlock slash sorcerer Azamar guy that's hangs out with these other guys.
Good description.
I mean,
And
it's all factual.
I'm your dungeon master, Raging Sensei. And last week on the Heroes Era, you guys were getting ready for this new leg of your journey. You've been working on imbuing this Chaos Stone with magic, with your magical essence. And pretty soon the time will come to complete the ritual to install that. And you guys have started making other plans as well. Namely, I recall Eric has received some information on how to craft a very powerful weapon, and Silverado has in his mind to forge a new weapon as well for Dunsmere.
Or try to. He doesn't know anything about smithing, so he's going to ask Eric to do it, and he's going to try.
Yep.
Right.
It'll be fun, man.
We're thinking about going to the Chaos Forge, if I recollect.
Oh, it's your world. It's whatever you want it to be.
That is what it is, my friend. That's what it was last week anyways.
Eric's also been asked to get the dwarves and the hobgoblins to work together in building a library at the site of Therazessa's blessing, this lake that was formed when she smited the hobgoblin army too. So there's that as well. Lots of balls in the air, you'd say.
Right, and you receive that kind of as a command of sorts from Therazessa last session.
That's right.
He got a grocery list from his god to go do some things, take out the laundry, build a school, reunite two people that hated each other once upon a time.
Guys, I'm sorry. I got to step away for 1 second.
No worries.
Never. No problem, man.
Do Chaos Stone stuff, the usual house chores.
Luckily, I was able to re-listen to our show and take a whole bunch of notes.
I did kind of lay a lot out there on you guys. But so all
Good.
that came as you completed the ritual there.
Yeah.
Did you ever tell us about that, or is that just still in your mind?
I don't think I actually did. I think that's kind of how we ended, right?
Yeah, like ended on the cliffhanger of here's your grocery list, here's some money. Now go ahead and come back.
No, it
when
was
we're done.
here's your grocery list. You've got money.
You can pay for it yourself.
And go.
And
No, it's
I
gonna be
wanna
cool.
say hello to Sparkle Mama T in the chat. Thanks for dropping the cat with shades on.
Love
Much
it.
appreciated.
Oh, I see a kappa in chat. Good kappas.
So the conclusion of the ritual came, I believe, was with the golden dragon leaving.
That's right. It was evening.
Right. So now you have this chaos stone that has been enchanted with, the essence of the mother, Theresessa.
So we're done with the ritual. We're
And
fully complete.
And the altar that they were building, Dunlop was building. It's near that. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's basically back where we saw those ghosts, right? Or the ghost.
Right. And you guys should have a handout here of the West Hetlivan regional map. And so it's kind of a abstract
East Wall Station.
conceptualization of the area there. So you can see the city, and then there's a sloping area which will have like residences and shops from people's homes and whatnot. And then there's the dock area down by the actual river. And the river that goes to the east is the Daughters River, and that is where you guys went to retrieve this stone from the White Dragon.
Right.
I have a question.
Yes.
On the handout, right where the new port that was just recovered, for that glacier, is that like just sheer wall, or is it like mellow out? Does it like even out at some point, or is it just like a sheer cliff, like it was took out and carved out with a knife?
Right. Yeah, it does seem to be carved out in a sense. Let me switch over our image here. And see if I can get it a little bit closer on the stream here, what we're talking about. So, yeah, because when you guys completed the first ritual of installing that chaos stone into the realm altar, that's when that large chunk of this glacier melted away.
Right. And a huge section of the city was thawed, essentially, right?
Right, yeah. Because the glacier, this now frozen sea of sorts, would have come all the way to this slope that's right near Dunlop City. Because as we know, Dunlop City essentially has 3 districts: the plateau, the slope, and the docks. So the plateau is where Dunlop's Tavern is, and then there are the slopes where there's a lot of dwarven residents, and then the docks where just like a lot of the industry and whatnot will take place.
And is that, correct me if I'm wrong, East Wall Station, is that where we came out? Is that where we saw the ghosts?
No, so where you saw the ghosts will kind of
we haven't been there yet.
You guys actually went into this glacier to get to Isath's lair. So
right.
If you recall, you went underneath those. Dang, I have my computer like making this strange barking noise. I was doing this last night too.
Ah, yes.
I know that's coming through on the mic. Oh no.
I can't hear anything.
Midstream, it just stops. A real ominous end. Middle of combat. You hit the and it cuts out.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to restart my computer here, guys. Going to have to reboot the stream, see what happens. Sorry, everybody. We'll be back.
I think that's your fan.
My goodness. Welcome back, everybody, to the Heroes era.
Hey.
We're all back. My computer's alive. And we were just basically summing up last game. So
What a time.
Eric, you had started making some preparations regarding this school.
Yes.
And then also nighttime has come after the conclusion of, the ritual that imbued the Chaos Stone with the magic of Therazessa and whatnot. And so typically that ritual to install the Chaos Stone into the Realm Altar comes at dawn. So I don't know. It is upon you all what you wish to do.
Let's go back and sleep nicely and comfortably at Dunlop's Tavern. What do you guys think?
As well, I think we got some rooms on reserve
dinner?
over there. Yeah.
Get a good nappy in.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's the best. And then in the morning we can get this stuff with the stone over with. Hopefully.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. Yeah, gather up our things.
And so when you do reach Dunlop's Tavern that evening, spirits are a little bit higher than they were the previous couple of nights. And as you enter the town and come to the tavern, it sounds like the evil spirits that had been kind of haunting the city at night have subsided, at least for the moment.
Nice.
Cool.
Did anybody do anything, or it's just kind of gone away?
They're attributing breaking a necromantic ritual beneath Dunlop's Tavern to the ghosts leaving. So
Nice.
Who took care of that? Was it the B team?
B team.
Yay, B team.
Nice.
I think the legit B team at this point is actually Humnalda with Kevin and Humnalda's guard. That is kind of...
I love that we actually went through that whole thing and we saw part of what was going on and just went, nah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nah.
Look, we got a Chaos Stone to take care of. Leave it to the others.
Got bigger fish to fry here. So
Gotta delegate.
that evening in the tavern, there's music and dancing and lots of drinking and merriment.
What's that called?
But of course, if you're tired, you might wish to retire for the evening.
I
What was
stay
that?
I stay up drinking with a few people.
I'll have a few drinks with you before we settle in.
1 second.
As you're settling into the bar, Silverado, a familiar bartender, approaches and says, "Hey, Silverado. How you
Hey.
doing? Hey, yeah, I borrowed this book for you. You were talking last time about brewing your own,
Yes.
Got this right here for you." And he hands you a small
Brewing.
pamphlet tied together with some yarn or whatnot, like a very loose binding of several pages, and it says, "Brew your own brew. BYOB in 4 easy steps."
Brewing for Dummies 101. Hey,
This should
I'll
get
have
you
you know.
started.
I have average intelligence, I'll have you know. Okay?
Then here's the book for you.
All right.
So he does give that to you and says, "Go ahead and keep that, and let me know if you have any questions."
I'm more of an experimental type of guy. I might blow up a shack out in the woods trying to make some moonshine, but if that ever happens, I'm sure I'll be okay. Maybe.
Well, rounds for you guys are on the house here from the various dwarves who are celebrating in Dunlop's Tavern. And I don't know, Eric, did you have anything else to add to the situation there?
Every once in a while, I'm just going to do one of these things where I bang my beer tankard on the table and yell out, "All hail Silverado, the hero at Sagantha's Peak," and just to get everybody going.
Oh, we're celebrating me? That was I did something a while. Yeah.
But you're known as the champion around here, so you gotta milk it.
Woo! It's me, the champion. Don't cross me, I'll kill you.
Well, avoiding the war is definitely cause for celebration still.
Yeah.
He'll take your heart for a trophy.
Yeah, I'll punch your ghost after you're dead.
And also, I think Vincent and I like to try and I can't see figures, but I like to try and take the attention off ourselves. So I like to try and draw it onto Silverado, kind of as a prank too. It's fun.
I'll banish your soul to the Shadow Realm with my necromantic magic. Because I'm actually a secret lich. Don't tell nobody.
And the dwarves cheer as Silverado proclaims his lichdom. And at this moment, Dunlop steps down the stairs, and of course, there's a hail of salutations sent towards Dunlop. He approaches you all, however, simply waving at the various dwarves here within his tavern, and just mentions that he'll see you in the morning, and then he'd also like to ask you a favor before you leave for Crinbars.
Awesome.
Weird thing for a thrall to ask, but all right.
I actually have a favor to ask of Dunlop, so that maybe we can tit for tat.
He says, absolutely, but tonight drink and celebrate.
Absolutely. Yeah, anytime I get a chance to take my armor off, I'm all over it, man.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll shout for the other side of the bar. Yeah, I heard that about you, Eric.
That's right.
Wow.
It's not because I go commando underneath or anything.
Ooh, no. Too much chafing.
Oh, horrible.
No, it's too cold up here, man.
I have something I want to do as soon as Vincent and Eric go to bed. Since I need less sleep, I'm gonna do a little sneaky sneak. But we'll get there when we get there.
I send some payback for tipping him in the lake.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, interestingly enough, Vincent is going to do something a little out of character this evening. He's not going to stay up too late. He's going to have a few drinks, enjoy some time with the guys and with everyone else, and have some fun and whatnot. But he's going to call it an early night. He's going to go to bed, and he's going to try something that he hasn't done in a very long time. He is going to pray. He's going to pray to Fellet. Is it Fellet? Am I saying that right? I don't remember.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, Fellet. Okay. I know I was saying it wrong the other day, but yeah, he's going to pray to Fellet in a very awkward sort of prayer. Just like, Kelly, I don't know how to do this, but apparently having some divine backup has been working out for some people, and you seem to line up for what I'm looking at. So, hi. Are you there, fella? It's me, Vincent.
And Vincent, would you please roll for me like a religion check?
Sure. Oh, that's a -1 on my religion.
Not a roll of a -1, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not that bad.
15.
That was a good roll. That's a good roll with no skill.
Okay. We'll keep that in mind and resolve that when the morning comes. If it slips my mind, please remind me.
Yeah, of course.
Ben panicking, trying to figure out what to do.
I keep on his toes.
I have everything planned.
Hey, look. With what I'm doing, I'll give you some time.
Hey.
Good, man.
And so as the evening draws to a close, there have been plenty of drinks, perhaps some, contests of strength. And Eric, anything you would like to have done before the evening or the party here draws to a close?
Just the Dunlop's is Dunlop sticking around, or he kind of just comes and says hi and then checks out?
Dunlop has he sticks around for a minute or two, visiting various patrons at the bar, saying hello.
I just wanted to kind of pull him aside and just ask him. I apologize. It feels like all we do is talk business, but unfortunately, I have to talk business again. I was wondering what the chances are of possibly one of your. I know. One of your smiths took that dragon's head off my hands. I'm wondering what the chances are of it being maybe fashioned into a helmet before we head off to see Crinbar. I feel like it might be a good. I don't know. Like a little bit of a demonstration of the power that we hold between the three of us.
Right. Well, the Smiths have been working on affixing it to a leather hood, so
awesome.
I don't know. You might want to check and go to the forge, see how they've done on it so far.
Oh, maybe I could. Can I do that?
Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah, I'll go do that for sure. Maybe I can get in on it a little bit.
Yeah. Will you? Let's see. Let me open up Roll20 here when my
sure
computer started shouting at me, so I just had to shut everything down there. I'm like apprehensively opening one thing at a time here.
Yeah. I know the feeling too well.
Well, you get to the forge, Eric, and there are people working there night and day, studiously. And one of them has been working on your helmet here. Perhaps one of Dunlop's more skilled blacksmiths. Oh. And he explains he's having some trouble, fixing the bone structure to the hood. He's afraid that he's going to crack the bones. So he wanted to wait for you to to take a stab at that, so to speak. So
yeah, sure.
Yeah, do you have like a skill that would reflect that, or a dexterity check?
Yeah. So as we're talking about this, so what? So I mean, I am proficient in smithing tools.
Oh, beautiful.
What skill goes along with that? Is it dexterity or intelligence or?
Well, I think in this situation,
strength or,
and it would be, I think, different
for
depending on what
delicateness,
you're trying to do, but. I think you're trying to very carefully affix this to. I mean, a dragon skull is going to not be. It's going to be pretty sturdy, pretty hardy, but it's still going to be a delicate process. Maybe to not smash apart, eye sockets, things like that. So, so I would say it's a dexterity check, and then whatever bonus your smithing tools grant.
Right. So I think so. As he's talking about this, I knowing that it will take some, deft hands, I'm going to cast enhance ability for dexterity on myself, and then that gives me advantage on dexterity-based skill checks.
Nice.
So I'll do that because we haven't cast any spells today. And then is it just so my dexterity is 0, so it's going to be basically proficiency. Basically, the advantage dice plus 3. So my proficiency bonus is 3.
All right.
Does that sound good?
And are you rolling with advantage already?
I'll roll. I'll roll dexterity. I'll roll dexterity and then add 3 at advantage. Does that work?
Sure.
Cool. And then just add 3 to whatever I see on the dice here. So, come on, be decent. 15.
Okay. Getting this job done is going to take you about an hour and a half.
Oh, okay.
Just to get it done very nicely and,
take your time.
So that it's actually going to be wearable. And because you go through it a few different times, and maybe the way that you've affixed it to the the dragon skull here, maybe it's not best for wearing per se, on the first couple of tries, but
sure.
A little ways in there, you're able to fashion quite a nice helmet here, and
nice.
Very nice.
Nice, cool. That's awesome.
Welcome back, Chris.
Hey, sorry.
Hey, Hey, no problem, man. I just had put you on mute because the little guy had a lot to say, had a lot to add to the story.
He was being real quiet until I started talking, and then I couldn't get muted quick enough.
Hey, no worries, man. No worries. So
Awesome.
Eric had just crafted his helmet, and
the dragon helmet.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So I think once I finish up, I'll wear it back up into the tavern.
Nice. Well, that gets a a round of cheers from the midnight crew here, the bar regulars, and they would of course want to hear the tale of the dragon again before you retire for the evening.
Oh,
And,
totally.
So
I'll recount it, kind of tactically leaving out the part where Silverado falls, and
I never died.
that's right. Yep. Don't want to give my friends a bad name.
Especially
Yeah,
not the
I'll
champion.
Doctor the story a little bit. Definitely.
And so the evening draws to a close, and the dwarves are, of course, happy for everybody's company. And now Eric and Vincent have retired for the evening, yet Silverado is restless as usual.
What I would like to do tonight, before we journey out on a mission, is that I guess this is becoming a tradition of sorts. I'd like to go and see if I can find Deathada. Like, I would like to find her at a time that she's awake still, because I want to go to her gem shop.
Oh, okay.
And
Cool. She lives at the gem shop, so yeah, if you want to go head over to the gem shop in the evening, maybe after like most of the party has died down, she'd be around there for sure.
Definitely. So, and I'd like to meet up and talk to her, and because I want to procure some stuff. I don't know if she'll have it or not, but I'm looking for a specific gemstone jet.
Right, well, I have many gemstones, Silverado. Hey, did you get my book from the bartender?
Oh, that was you.
Oh, yes.
Ah, yes. BOYB in 4 steps.
Yes, it took me a little while to find something that was simplified, but I think that should do the trick.
Hey, I could probably figure it out. But it's probably a good choice anyway. I am going to blow myself up a couple of times trying to make some alcohol, so...
Well, let me taste your first batch, please.
Okay!
Yeah. And she says, but anyways, what did you have in mind?
Do you...
about heading back to the tavern, so...
Do you have any jet? Any black gems of any sort?
Of course, yes, right here. She opens a drawer and pulls it out from beneath a glass showcase and sets it on a counter.
I look them over as an expert in... Well, I don't know if expert's the right word, but a connoisseur of jewelry. I look over and I try to find the most inexpensive and cheapest ones there are of quality-wise.
Okay.
Ones that like imperfection, it don't matter to me, because jet is originated from highly compressed wood with salt water, and so yes.
Well, Silverado, these are the nice ones though, right here.
Oh, I'm not going to be using the nice ones for what I'm going to do.
Let's go over here to the goodie bin, as I call it, and
Ooh.
just grab a handful, because these are of high quality. If you're not looking for quality, then look over here in this bin. And she'll take you to a place of like assorted stones, and there are some of the type that you're looking for there. Absolutely.
I gather up
of low quality.
Do you have a bag I could put these in? Because I'm running out of things to put stuff in.
Yeah, she absolutely has leather satchels.
Great. I need more. I fill up a good bag of it, and I pay Deathada whatever she's owed.
Oh, please, those you can have as many of those as you like.
I fill up the satchel some more. I try to pack it up as much as I can.
Well,
and
some for the kids, but okay.
Don't worry. And I take it, I bring it shut, and I say, thank you. This morning might be hectic. Just say you had no involvement with me tonight, to cover your own back. All right.
Are you going to blow up my shop? She starts to look about nervously.
Not your shop. No, I'm not gonna blow up your shop. I'm not gonna blow up anything. I'm just gonna do some magic stuff. All right.
Oh, yes, the magic stuff. Well,
Magic stuff.
we all know how that turns out.
Yes, I do.
Silverado, would you like anything else here?
You got any diamonds? Diamonds? Any emerald? Ooh, do you got jade? Do you have jade in stock?
Oh, of course, but are you just looking for a simple rough piece like this? She digs into the bin, or something nicer?
Well, jade is what this marble's made out of, so I kind of guess it's Dunesmere stone. I don't really know depth of the, but I figured I'd try to get more of it for whatever reason. You know, do some work it over, polish it, maybe.
She reaches behind the counter place and lifts just like a large piece of jade that's been polished nicely already and hands it to you. Says, there's something to this one.
If you say there's something to it, I'll take it.
Yes, I'm not sure what, but that is a nice one.
I pick it up and it's like, ah,
And,
yes, I feel it. Totally.
Of course you do.
Yes, because I'm magical.
Well then, Silverado, I was planning on going over to the tavern before it gets too late to have a drink or two, so perhaps I'll see you around in the morning.
Right.
Would you like to look around the shop a bit more? You can lock up.
No. I think I appreciate the offer, but I gotta start working now.
Well, maybe you can bring me back something nice for that piece of jade that I gave you.
Oh, for sure. I'll get you a souvenir from that big elf place I'm going to, or I think I'm going to soon.
Oh, yes, something fun, you know.
Oh, if you want fun, I can get you fun.
And so Death Eater will go to the bar, and so the evening will transpire. And Silverado, yes.
I'm not done yet. I got more.
Go ahead, my friend.
So with my time in the bar and for how long I've been staying for the past couple of days, I might need to do an insight check to know this information, but who seems like the rudest person there is? Like someone who's like a really mean drunk who's really like competitive, but in like kind of like a bad way, where like you're almost too into it sort of way. Someone who's like not, it's not hated, but some people don't like.
Would you maybe make like a charisma check to try to pick this person out?
All right.
I don't know.
I feel like an insight check would be
Okay,
well
we'll go
suited.
with an insight check. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Insight check. Cool. And whatever happens from this roll, I'll roll with. It's gonna be like a nat 20 or some stuff. 18. Hey.
Yeah, you just find that guy who hangs out at the bar, usually has too much to drink, usually on someone else's coin.
I go up to the barkeep, and I lean on the table, real conspicuous, real casual like, and I gesture over to him. And I say, "Hey, does he have a room here in this tavern? Or does he stay here in this tavern? And if so, do you know his room?"
He raises an eyebrow at you. I know everybody's room.
Oh, so what's his room? He's gonna get a Silverado special.
Oh my goodness. Well, I do owe you one. It's in room 7, ground floor.
Okay, thank you.
Jeez, I didn't tell you.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it from you. All right. So while I'm waiting for that guy to eventually pass out and fall asleep in his room, I'm going to be in a corner somewhere working the jet adding some water, whatever it would be, to make it a black paste of some sort. Because I figure if it's made out of wood, or it's from wood and it has some carbon into it, I can smash it down, put some water in it, make it into a paste, and so I'll have something to draw with. And once he eventually falls asleep in his room, I'm going to sneak into his room, and hopefully he won't notice me when I'm in there.
So you're waiting for him to be in his room before sneaking in?
Yes.
Okay, will you make a stealth check, please?
I'm going to do Pass Without a Trace, because I want this to work. We're going to do a straight up a 23 plus 10. So that's a 33.
Well, the door creaks open, and as you step through, you see this man just sleeping on the bed, his boots still on, snoring.
Is there like a clear wall that doesn't
Yes.
have much on it? Okay. I'll take the paste out, I'll roll up my sleeves, and I'll take some in my hand, and I'll just slowly start making a big circle as perfect as I can. And then I'll draw a line between that circle, leave a little gap, and I'll start making some little shapes and symbols in there that don't mean anything. And then I'll start writing some words in, I know Dwarvish, I know Elvish. I'll start writing some words in a mixture of Elvish, Dwarvish, and some non-coherent letters that don't mean anything either, all around in that ring. And in the middle, I'm going to put some weird satanic stuff with
There's no satanic things in this world, my friend.
Right. What would be the closest thing to satanic? I don't know, some necromancy stuff in that circle. And I'll leave it in there. A lot of black paint coming all over the walls and leading towards his bed, like shadows creeping up. And I'll say, or I won't say, but I'll write on the wall in jet, "You're mine."
Will you make a performance check, please?
And I will.
So why do you always have such mean pranks to play on people?
I got a 5.
Oh.
Darn.
Looks like a child's finger painting.
That might make it creepier. Who knows?
It may. Okay.
Close the door and I'll head into my room and go to sleep, or trance for 4 hours, whatever I do.
Okay. So the light of dawn comes. This is the golden dragon bringing light, of course, and the ritual that you all were planning on conducting is to be conducted at first light.
Yes.
So Shograflees has not yet crested the mountain, but light is beginning to take the sky.
Yeah, I'll try and if possible, I'll try and get up a bit earlier and rouse these guys. Make sure they're ready to roll, and I'll be like dressed for success.
Well,
with my new helmet and armor, all to the nines.
Absolutely. One of Dunlop's squires had your armor polished last night, of course.
Nice. The last time we did this, weird water weirds came out of the, weird things happened when we did this last time. So I'm expecting the same or worse.
Dunlop is down in the tavern,
Nice.
and he's actually eating at the bar.
I'll go sit with him.
Eric, have a steak.
Oh, thank you, sir. Do you mind if I chat a little while we eat? I have I have some. Like I said, there's always business. There's always the next thing in line for us.
Of course, steak and coffee here.
Coffee. Keep it coming. Have you seen Condrazul? Has he been around?
Oh, Condrazul. They marched for Dauren and Caillou, but I know that Condrazul had some business to tend to in the area before he joined the armies. You know, the main pass, it collapsed, so they're trying to dig it out so the armies can get through.
They're still planning on marching on that what's his name? That fire giant.
On Ramwar, yes.
Ramwar,
must
that's
be
it, eh?
overthrown. And we will be the ones to do it.
I'm wondering if it's possible to send a messenger to have Condrazul come see us here before we leave to see Crimbar.
Oh, well. No, look
Would you-
at
would you
something
have-
of
would
where
you
he
have,
went so I can send a snake for you.
Yes, that would work.
Well, what would you like to say? You'd like him to come to the city?
Yes, yeah. If he could meet us here, I don't know. I'm not sure if I could see us leaving for Crinbar today, but we won't be long. If he could meet us here this evening or for breakfast tomorrow,
Right, well, it
would be
done.
ideal. Thank you. That'd be great.
I don't eat down here enough. This is a really nice place I have.
Yeah. And when he does arrive, Dunlop, would you be okay? Would you be willing to have a meeting between my two companions and I and Condrazul?
Of course, Eric. Not a problem.
Well, let me just say the mother has spoken to me, and she's given me some very clear instructions, and we can discuss it further later.
Great, I look forward to it.
I come downstairs from my room and I notice Dunlop sitting at the sitting in the common room with everybody else, and I was like, oh, this is new. I go down and I sit next to Eric and Dunlop. And I grab
Steak
some
for
water.
Silverado.
Yeah, that's me. Hey, Dunlop,
Yeah, what is it?
I want to give you a warning.
So, well, let's have
If you hear words of necromancy rituals soon, it's me. Okay.
Should I be concerned about that?
It was. I took some jade and I made it into a paste and I drew on a guy's wall. And I thought, funny prank.
That's pretty funny. Whose room was it?
It was room 7. It was a guy that I figured if I was gonna play a prank, it was gonna be on someone that some people don't like very much. So I figured, I'd go in and do that. To give you fair warning.
Well, thanks for the heads up. Do you think we should get going to the realm altar now?
I think we should.
Vincent, are you coming down the stairs, perhaps, or in the room already?
Yeah, so we'll say I'm making my way into the room at this point.
I'm sorry, but perhaps before that, when you awaken in the morning, you leave your bed and whatever your morning routine is. As you are coming to your senses, you see a coin on the floor, and it appears to be just a gold coin with the dragon on the side that is facing up here.
Okay. I will pick up. Well, yeah, I'll pick up the coin.
It feels
And
kind of heavy for a moment, and then normal.
okay, detect magic.
Fair enough.
This is a magical coin. Trying to think of what school of magic this would be, because of course, again, I have not prescribed one to it.
Well, if it's, I don't know what it does, obviously.
You detect magic that is chaotic in nature, and perhaps it would be transmutation or something like that. I'm not sure though.
Transmutation. That's change. Abjuration is creation, I think, or is that the one?
Abjuration's protections. Yeah.
Conjuration.
Probably be like a transmutation action here.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. All right, I will pocket that coin
Very good.
for now. I'll look at it a little closer when I have some time.
Okay. I wonder what would be on the other side of a coin that has a dragon for the head, like not a dragon tail. It'd have to be like
A dragon ball.
I don't know.
Hey,
Guys, we got to find 6 more of these.
what?
And we can cast a wish spell.
Really?
Perfect. Wrong game. No. Or
Crossover.
the right game.
The longest D&D game.
You guys just out nerded me.
So you find this coin, and then you join the others at the bar.
Nice.
Of course, Dunlop would have a order up a steak for you. He seems to be in a very good mood.
Morning, Dunlop. Morning,
Hey.
guys.
Yes, good to see you.
It's the hooded man.
Do that.
Hey, it's him. Look,
There, I'm all warlocky.
you're the hooded guy in the bar.
Morning, everybody. Silverado, how you doing, buddy? Good day in trouble last night.
I got some inexpensive black rocks and a nice green rock. I was told was special, but I don't really know. It's a rock.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at it later, but I don't really know.
Maybe we should eat these steaks on the run. The light is on the way here.
Yeah, I think we gotta get motoring.
Silverado just takes
Yeah.
a steak by the hands and starts eating it like that. Well, breakfast and go, guys. Come on.
Monster.
Well, he told us we gotta hurry up. Come on, chop
Yeah.
chop.
Yeah. All right.
We got a deity to install. All right.
Cool.
So if you guys
Yeah,
like, we
alright.
can probably get to that before moving on, or see what comes of this. So the realm altar was this time constructed in the port district, and Dunlop helped in the creation of this. And of course, you remember last time they had kind of prepared for the ritual incorrectly, and you were able to correct them so that the right energies or the right gods were called upon. This time the realm seems to be exactly what it needs to be. Symbols of the power trio surrounding the altar that will hold the stone.
I did it again.
Well, Eric, I guess you know what to do more than any of us.
Yeah, pop it in there.
Yeah, I'll approach the. It's very clear he's laid out. Before I do anything though, I'm going to approach the altar and make sure that the correct sigils are inscribed on it,
Right.
similar to the last time. The power trio.
Can you make an investigation check, please?
Sure.
It's when you go to a fast food place and they get your order wrong once, so you always check.
Yes. Once bitten, twice shy, right? I don't know why I rolled advantage. Sorry.
No
Oh,
worries.
I rolled total is 20.
Everything checks out here. There's a symbol for Therazessa, one for Dunsmuir, and one for Brahms. And
Awesome.
The altar seems to be kind of an abstract representation of a trident, where it's forked
Cool.
that it will be able to hold an orb or a power stone, the Chaos Stone.
And correct me, this we don't need a circle around all three. That was to get out of the Chaos Stones.
Right, that was kind of your, I believe, you guys creating your teleportation spell.
Right.
Essentially from within, yes.
Yeah, so I'll just turn to the eyes. Yeah, it's all good. Are you guys ready? Anything you want to do before I do this? Because, God, we have no idea what's coming out of here. Anything, Eric or Silverado?
Oh, let me finish the steak. I bite into it and I hit the bone and like, oh.
Easy there, killer.
Does it require any sort of concentration from me to put the stone into the altar? I forget.
I should have made notes the last time we did it.
I should have too.
We required. I kind of.
If not, I'm gonna put I think I did this last time. Actually, I cast protection from evil on myself.
Good. Okay.
So I'm gonna do that again. Protects myself from any sort of charming or possession or anything like that.
As you approach the altar, you feel its innate power. Will you place the stone upon the altar?
Yeah. He put there's a specific place where it goes, right? Or does this one have a hand like the other one? No.
Yeah,
it's a trident, like you said.
The hand is like the shape of a trident, though, so it'd be like 3 prongs in such a way that you can set the stone within them.
Cool. So again, similar to last time, I'll kind of reach my hand in the bag like I did and palm it, and then kind of like not actually looking directly at it and place it where I feel like where it goes.
And this time, as you do that, you see Dunlop take a step back, and he draws 2 short swords, looking, to either side. And of course, Burma, his heavy, is with him. Silverado finishing up his steak, and then Vincent is standing there attentively, I presume, as well.
Yeah, I'll just have my I'm gonna just stick a hand in the pocket, and I'm gonna kind of fiddle with that coin that I got. Kind of run that in my fingers.
Well, as you place the stone, the Chaos Stone that you have imbued with the power of this new wellspring, the altar is shrouded in a beam of light, and the visage of the mother, who appears as a mermaid holding a trident, leaps forth from the altar that you have created. Not huge as she was before, but this time perhaps just several the times of a person. And she shoots out in the direction of the river, upstream of the Ruckachucky River towards Helta, to restore the trade routes, as that was the intention with which this stone was imbued with power. And you see her bore into the glacier, and the glacier melts in like a conical shape behind her, forming a new chasm into the glacier above the river, and it begins to expand slowly, creating a vast cavern below the glacier as it continues to melt away.
Nice.
Well done, boys.
Nice.
Another one down.
If I looking at our map that you pointed us to before, where that dock is that essentially the river going north?
Let me pull that up here. Let's see. Yes, yeah, that is a river going north.
Cool. Towards the heading towards the elven area, the elves area. I'm trying
right,
to say
there's the ancient elven city of Nimnai Hetlevin, which is
there's a library there.
Yeah, there is, and that's rumored to be kind of the frontier with the giants currently as well. Whatever frontier there still is, and Helta is the name of a city that is midway there. So that was one of the cities that would be essential to reestablish for the supply lines. As you recall, Dunlop was concerned with sending his armies all the way to Nimnai Hetlevin because he felt that it would leave the supply lines exposed. There'd be far too vast of a region between his armies and his homeland. So Helta is the farthest that Dunlop is willing to send his city. That would still be well out of sight up north. So.
Right on. Okay. Cool. And as that happens, I kind of, as I kind of release the stone, I kind of instinctively have, a can opener in one hand and oblivion in the other, just expecting something to come our way.
Right. Will you make for me an insight check?
Me? Sorry?
Yes, Eric.
Sure.
Please.
Sure.
I'm completely calm. I am totally chilled out right now. Everyone else is ready for battle. I'm just over here just eating a steak.
Just chilling.
Steak is delish.
It's a good steak, Dunlop.
Tender, nice crust on it.
Ooh, 18 insight.
Ooh.
You suspect that because of the difference in the way that these stones were handled, one at one time contained, the evil blessing of Malkazid. And
right.
So perhaps that one was, although it was cleansed, perhaps something of its history came out there. This one seems to be more pure, perhaps, the energy that has come out of it.
Wow. And then once the kind of dust settles here, the mother kind of comes and does what she did, and then she kind of just dissipates and disappears?
Right. She disappears into this northern ice wall.
Right on.
She's essentially like a projectile or a missile of sorts, boring into this ice wall and melting a new cavern around her.
Right.
This glacier, spans several mountains. So this is a large glacier that has formed here after the Frost Titans attack. But again, the intent of this blessing was to kind of try to restore that trade route up to Helta. So, doing that is going to require use of the river. That's the main mode of transport.
So as that happens, I might instinctively kind of look back at where I placed the stone, and it's kind of fused in the center of that trident-shaped hand.
Yes.
Cool.
The prongs of the trident seem to have curved around it slightly, accepting it. And so this is, effectively a realm altar with a realm stone installed. So this is kind of an anchor stone of sorts, tethering this region to, the mother's anchor chains.
Cool, because when she spoke to me when we finished cleansing the stone, she mentioned something about the replenishing the altar stones, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, because during the Titans' attack on the lands, the anchor stones were ripped from the earth wherever they were, and that would be at major communities and whatnot. So those lands are going to be very susceptible to the chaos of Gira taking them.
Right on.
Without those anchor stones. And so she had also explained that Trident Spring, as it has been named, will also be, essentially creating or bringing forth these anchor stones from the tapped spine of the primordial, essentially.
That's right. It basically the spring is essentially drilling, for lack of a better, to the core.
Right.
And then these stones will kind of be sucked up to the surface.
Right. I think that's the idea.
Cool.
And she had said, I think they will appear every 10 days until there are enough to replenish the anchor stones that were lost to the Titan Anam.
Right. Okay, so
what's Therasessa doing? Oh my god!
So it seems like we're good. I'll kind of turn around at Dunlop, I think we're good.
Yeah, we're fine. No problems, guys.
Yeah.
He looks about nervously for a moment, and then he laughs and smiles. Oh, well done, gentlemen.
Yeah, what are you worried about?
Piece of cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they're all like this.
No doubt in my mind. As long as we don't just have a giant demon lord, touch it with his finger, we'll be okay. Again.
Yeah, let's
Something
not
like
try.
that, exactly.
Let's try not to let that happen again.
Yeah.
What'll happen if we let a snake touch the orb?
Well, I'm glad that Eric is the one in charge of the orbs.
The Chaos Stones?
The Chaos Stones, the Chaos Orb. Yes.
Sorry, I call it the Chaos Stones. Yeah, you're right. Hey, it's the hand I've been dealt. It's the my burden, my cross to bear. I think, as it seems.
But you won't have to do it alone. Go Doomsmeat.
Right on, brother.
Yeah, friendship.
And all of the dwarves nearby, of course, have stopped to wonder at this spectacle, and they celebrate this display of power by the mother and, of course, her cleric and you three heroes.
Nice. I'll instinctively bang the heads of my weapons together and then put them back in my on my belt. And,
I drink a little bit of the water I took from Theresa's pond.
Nice.
I don't know if it's any more holy if she just appeared. I'll just take a drink of it anyway.
It's so fresh.
Symbolism, you know?
Totally.
Well, so you guys had spoken of journeying far and wide, but are you going to be taking a few days off or maybe a few weeks? I've got something to confess to you. I'm having a gift built in your honor. A house right over there.
Yo, we got a house.
You're on.
Really?
Says, well, it was going to go to some other warriors who were lost in the Titan's fury. May they rest in peace. Or fight alongside Brahms, but
Wow.
no. Yes, we have repurposed it, so to speak. It's a grand house.
Us a house.
It's quite an honor, Dunlop.
Hey, Dunlop.
Right, so you'll be staying for a while then.
Look, I can make a brewery in there, and make it in the basement so it doesn't blow up the entire house.
I haven't.
Me and my 10 intelligence, I can conduct all sorts of experiments.
Nice.
Yes, well, there should be plenty of room for that. It's quite a space. Yeah. Well, anyways, I can set up a tour, but really it's just beams right now. I've got some granite being ordered from Helta, You can finally get this order fulfilled, and I've got a nice slab, perfect for your kitchen.
Wonderful.
Hey.
Sounds pretty cool.
None of us know how to cook.
It's quite the honor, Dunlop. Yeah.
Maybe you hire a cook, man. You're pretty well off,
What's that lady that just appears out of nowhere? Is so sneaky. None of us know. What is called for Bastruda?
I think Bastruda has prior employment, though.
We'll poach her. Don't worry.
She's a cleric at the Temple of Therzessa.
We could have Kevin and the gang house sit for us while we're gone. We can all hang out.
Just have all your friends live there.
Yeah, man. One big frat house.
Uh-oh.
Just going to say, it's like a big frat house.
I don't know. It'll be a little while before it's done, but you can always stay up in the inn until then.
What were you guys thinking? Did you guys have any plans? I mean, we talked about going to see this guy, Crimbar, dealing with these... the stone giant dreamwalkers.
I don't know what's urgent right now, honestly. I mean, I'm willing to take a couple of weeks off if you want to. I got some plans. I can figure out some stuff to do in the spare time that I would have.
Yeah, it's some downtime might be nice at this point in time in our journeys.
Yeah, because we've been going for
we could
we've
spend that on.
We've been going for like how many weeks straight with like little to no rest. We've been like full stop ahead, choo choo for like 3 weeks so far, or like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be nice to chill out for a bit and hang out and build stuff, I guess. I don't know.
Sure.
Well, looks like that group decision's made. We're chilling out for a couple weeks, Dunlop. You see our decision-making process where we're all unsure on what we want to do, and we all just agree for whoever says something first.
I'm just not used to having the option of stopping.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
It is a little weird. It's I don't even know what to do with that.
You're going to give me a gift that I haven't had in about 200 years, Dunlop. A house to sleep in.
Yeah, it's been a little bit since I've had one of those too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be a
Likewise.
couple of weeks, but you can stay at the tavern until then, of course.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, is there anything else that needs to be done
Urgently?
around here while we're waiting? Any other?
Well, I don't know. Eric
I've,
was talking about some things that the mother had told him to do. I thought that's why he's going to the Chaos Forge.
Well, there's that too, but there's something else, something entirely different that we need to talk about.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll talk about it over lunch.
Sure.
I can give you guys a heads up, and then when Condrazul gets to town, we can talk about it further.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Cool. Yeah, it's going to be nice to be able to just chill. Sorry.
Yeah.
I get to hang out with Kevin finally.
Over the course of the morning, Condrazul will come through town. Is anybody in like the town square or near the tavern area, perhaps?
I mean,
are.
yeah, I'm hanging out with Kevin for a bit, and wherever he's at, I'm at.
So you did ask Condrazul to meet up either for breakfast or lunch, right? Something like
No
that.
one meets him there.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking it would take him some time to get here, so I was expecting like later on the day or the next day. So, but yeah, we could all
We
meet
might have a
for
while
lunch.
until lunch. Then, what would you guys like to do before lunch?
I'd give Kevin some very inappropriate lessons on how to be an adventurer, as usual. Catch up on what he's been doing for B team stuff, and teach him some secret moves that is basically fighting without honor, to survive and all that fun jazz.
Kevin always loves to hear what you have to say, Silverado, and he's anxious to pick up any tips that he can from you.
Kevin, I'm currently thinking about something that I want to do for you, but it would have to. There is a stipulation, or there is a requirement that has to happen first. I'm going to give you a gift, but I have to find something that's what's the word? Something that's good for me. I know that's very
sounds like a trade and not as much of a gift.
Oh, no. I'm not asking anything from you. You're fully getting some good stuff out of this deal or whatever this is.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to get something for me first. Is pretty much it. Speaking of which, I root through my bag and I
I think we may have lost Bodhi.
Ooh. Weird.
He's frozen, almost smiling.
What's he gonna pull out of his bag?
Oh no!
The
I can't handle the
anticipation.
suspense.
Well then, Kevin and Silverado have their their conversation. Eric, what do you see yourself doing before lunch here?
Well, I was also going to go to the Temple of Therazessa and try and communicate or contact Jopri.
Okay.
Oh, we lost the Silverado. He's gone. Gone.
You would be able to do so.
I just didn't want to overstep if Vincent had anything he wanted to do first.
Oh, you go ahead.
You sure? Okay. So yeah, I'll I kind of feel like I was expecting a fight that never came. I feel all revved up. But I'll go to the temple Therazessa, and use the communicate. That's like a pool or something, right? That we can communicate with through.
Yes. I think it might have been a mirror.
Maybe it was. Sorry, I forget now. I don't know why I thought it was like a reflecting pool of some sort, but maybe it was just a mirror.
Yeah, no worries. So at the Temple of Therazessa, Basrulda is there, and of course she'll allow you to use the mirror to communicate with
Bastruda, you should come and listen to this. This is important, and you'll be involved heavily. I'm assuming. So why don't you come and listen in?
Right behind you.
And I'll try and contact Jopri.
Okay. Jopri is there. One of his students actually answers the summons of the mirror and asks you to wait a moment while he fetches Jopri.
Perfect.
I'll bring Silverado back in here. And so Jopri is there. Yes. Brother Eric.
Oh, Brother Jopri, it's so good to see you. So much has happened since we've communicated last.
Yes, well, tell me what has happened.
The mother is everywhere up here. My companions and I just this morning managed to cleanse and fuse another of the chaos stones to an anchor stone.
Oh, amazing! I'd love to see that happen.
It was amazing. The mother showed herself and cleared a path along the river of the Ruckachucky, heading towards. I just wrote it down. Helta. The path, the river to Helta is cleared, and the roadways will be open for commerce and travel in general.
Oh,
which is quite awesome.
Very good. We will restore the civilization one at a time.
That's right. And something else, I think I kind of talked to you about this, but the mother showed herself about a week ago, and quite large in avatar form, and took out a huge portion of the Hobgoblin army with a trident. And in its wake, a large lake was formed. And this lake had an enormous power of the mother's power left behind there. And we were able to use this to cleanse one of this new chaos stone. At the end of this ritual, she showed herself to me, or rather communicated with me. But she has a great task. She has a great task before us, and it's not just myself. She mentioned my companions, specifically Vincent and Silverado. She mentioned you. She is basically entrusting us, or I'm not sure what the right word is. She wants us to build a school here, on the shore of this lake that will be forever named the Trident Spring.
Oh, but my work here is not done yet.
She spoke quite clearly in saying that you should promote your one of your best students to take your place, and you should make your way here when you can, to help oversee the construction and development of this school. However, we are also supposed to commission the assistance of both hobgoblins and dwarves, because that's the will of Therazessa, to bring these two communities together and build a lasting facility where we can train future clerics and soldiers to do battle with the coming giants that will be coming.
That sounds like quite a task, but
yeah,
of course, if that is what the mother asks, it will be done.
I've already started to lay out a schematic for what this facility will be like, and I can give you more details once you arrive. But yeah, it's the first steps are for you to get here, and then I'm going to be meeting shortly with Dunlop and Conrazul, who is leader of the Hobgoblins, to basically make them aware of the need of this.
Then I am not to be a part of the battle here.
Not that I am aware of.
Well,
You are needed here.
if that is what the mother needs, that is what I will do.
Awesome.
Well, this
I'm
is a
sorry
lot
to drop this
swallow.
on you.
No,
You're not
it is
kidding.
all right. It has been.
Bastruda is here. She oversees this the Therizessa's temple here, and she will be involved in these meetings, so that she will be able to relay any other messages that need to be relayed to you.
And the mother spoke directly to you.
Directly to me, amazingly.
Wow.
She's all over here, Jopper. You'll be amazed by it.
Well, then I will see the surface again, as I had dreamt, as I had hoped. Well, this is concerning but good news.
Absolutely. Travel safe. We'll see you soon.
Yes. And he seems to be a bit distracted as he leaves the mirror.
No problem. And with that, I'll take Brastruda and we'll go back to meet up with the rest of the guys at a tavern.
Okay. You go
Silvero's back. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back.
My computer died.
We're all getting booted here. The
Yeah.
computers are against us. Stay human, everybody. Vincent, what's
Yes.
going on in Vincent's world during these times?
Vincent is taking some time for personal reflection. He's not really he wants to do some reading, some study, he's trying to figure out where he goes from here. He's kind of being I don't know. It's hard to explain. He's very, very confused about what he's doing at this point.
Sure.
So he's just trying to take some time to sort of meditate on that and figure it out.
I recall you had some interest in the library last session as well, kind of like looking about there for more information on Fellet or whatever you might gather.
Yeah.
Perhaps you're musing about the city, and someone that you had seen in the library may approach you, or perhaps you've wandered by the library, and they're a scholar that you had, perhaps met, the day before, and comments, that they found, a book here of some of Fellet's, last days, but there are also rumors and cryptic messages that speak of Fellet being imprisoned or lost during the current era. But it seems as though they're not, perhaps not. There's not a lot of literature on this per se. So maybe just like a vague tip here.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's all good, Chris. I can come back to you.
No problem.
No worries. You've got chaos. No problem.
He did pick up that coin.
Yeah, I want to spend some time with that coin too, and kind of study that and play with it a little bit and see if I can figure out what the deal is with that.
Yeah. Actually, so as you're kind of like musing over the course of the day and contemplating on this coin, what does anybody do with a coin? They flip it. Typically, especially, a man of chance, someone who would have loaded dice would probably walk about flipping that coin, I see. And you notice that, over time, this is perhaps just like a something that you're doing out of boredom or whatnot, but then every once in a while you'll focus in on the coin and call it before it lands. And when you call it properly, it seems as though you can perhaps anticipate or suggest the next landing in some fashion. It seems as though if you call dragon and it lands dragon, then the next time in your head that you call dragon, it seems more inclined to call dragon, and or to land dragon. And you notice this because one time you don't catch the coin and it begins rolling down the street, and where it hits a stone, it would normally just fall head side up, dragon, but it seems to spin strangely, almost like a ball in in the hole in a golf course, and it flips over and actually lands on or I guess the reciprocal would be true, because it was going to land egg side up, but instead, as you've been calling dragon, it flips over and lands dragon, almost unnaturally so. It doesn't seem to work every time like this, but there's definitely something to that.
Okay.
You sense some kind of cumulative energy gathering within the coin with every correct calling of dragon or egg.
Cumulative? Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for me for now. Just some playing with the coin and self-reflection.
The mysterious coin of chance here.
Yes.
And lunchtime does come, and I think you all have summoned Condrazul for lunch at the tavern, if he's in the area, or you've at least asked Dunlop to send a snake, so I assume you'll be keeping that appointment?
Absolutely.
Okay. Condrazul would arrive after you all at the tavern, and he comes in a little bit late. He's hooded and seems to be trying to avoid showing his face. People around here probably still getting used to the idea of such close trade with the hobgoblins, though in generations past it was not unusual for the dwarves and hobgoblins to be allies, but it would be new to the people here. So Condrazul, though he is leader of the allies of the dwarves, he's keeping a low profile here as he approaches you all at the bar, and perhaps you saw this strange figure enter and then recognize him to be Condrazul as he seats himself next to you all at the bar.
Nice.
Yes, somebody called me for lunch.
Yes.
Greetings,
Yes.
Oh, greetings, Vincent. So good to see you. What is
You
that
as
twinkle
well.
in your eye, friend?
friend. I don't know yet.
Something different about you. You look good.
Well, thank you. Thank you. How are things?
Call it a new lease on life.
Ah, yes.
How's life at the top?
The champion.
Yeah. Doing well. Not dying to dragons.
Definitely
Doing
not.
pretty all right. Definitely
Definitely
not dying to
That
dragons.
totally didn't happen.
Never happens. Doesn't happen. Don't think about it. Don't look into it.
No. It's weird that we bring it up like that, honestly.
Yeah, it's weird
because
that I'm sorry I brought
because
it
of how
up.
much it didn't happen.
I heard that you slayed some dragons, but
Yes,
It's
dragons. I was
With
there.
that, with that, I removed
story.
I removed my helmet.
A fine piece.
Yes.
He reaches out his hands as though to, wanting to inspect your dragon's helmet, Eric.
Sure. Yeah, I gladly hand it to him.
He smiles and shakes his head in astonishment. Amazing. Well, where is Dunlop?
He should be coming. Rest assured, Condrazul, you won't have to deal with the sisters. If you did, you won't have to anymore.
Ah, yes. Vita in the south. Dangerous hunters. I'm most impressed. At this, Dunlop will come down the stairs and call to you all, gentlemen, or excuse me, gentlemen, shall we dine in my study?
Sure. Let's do that.
Sounds good.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Conjures will grabs a beer off of the bar and makes his way up the stairs.
Awesome.
Well, Master Eric, you've called this meeting, so why don't we get down to business while we wait for our meals?
Sure. Well, first of all, I need to apologize to my friends, Vincent and Silverado, because I haven't fully updated them on what this is all about. So they'll be as much informed as the both of you will as we discuss this. So as you all know, we recently cleansed one of the Chaos Stones at the Trident Spring, as we call it, the lake formed by the mother's trident. When we completed this final ritual, the mother spoke to me quite clearly. She's basically laid out a large task for all of us, and by all of us I mean for the hobgoblins, the dwarves, Vincent, Silverado, myself, Brother Joffrey, who I've already spoken to and is making his plans to make his way here as quickly as he can. The Mother's Lake is slowly drilling deeper and deeper into the ground towards the I don't know how you call it, but soon there will be anchor stones coming to the surface. She has tasked us all. We are to build a library and a school at the base of the lake. She explicitly declared that it should be the hobgoblins and the dwarves to do this. As is Therazessa's will of unity, it should be a joint task to bring these two communities together once more. This will be a school for training clerics and training soldiers to be able to deal with the coming onslaught that she prophesied with the stone giant and the dream watchers, as she called them.
School.
A battle school.
That makes more sense.
Yes.
And Eric, will you please make for me a diplomacy check?
Gosh, yeah. Diplomacy. What should that fall under?
Be charisma. If you're not trained in diplomacy, we'll just have a charisma check.
Okay, just charisma. Sure,
yes,
let's
please.
do that. Oh, come on, I should have used.
You can act with advantage.
Again. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I was gonna say I should have used that spell again. I had thought about it and I didn't get there. Oh my gosh, I rolled horribly too. So it's gonna be a 7 total.
Well, Eric, we've already done a lot here, and I've ceded half of my valley to the hobgoblins. Not everybody is so happy about that. How do you propose that we build this school?
Together. It won't just be the dwarves, it wouldn't just be the hobgoblins. And I would even suspect that we might need other resources. Perhaps we require help from Nimnai Hetleven. This is to be at Therazessa's will, which in her will she decrees unity and community.
Well, a library like Nimnai Hetleven would be a great place to start if you're looking to fill up a powerful library here, so that's not the worst idea I've heard, but I don't know how I feel about all of this, to be honest, Dunlop says.
Well, I can rest assured, Dunlop, whether we do this or not, though the stone giants will be coming. They're already laying siege to the Hetleven library. And this hole that has been opened the mother believes that they'll be coming, and we need to prepare ourselves for this.
When you mention this hole, it brings a question to mind. Who's going to own this mine? Because it's going to take a lot of equipment if we're going to be pulling these mother stones from the earth.
Well, there will be no mining. That's one thing the mother made plainly clear, is that this will be a very sacred and holy site. There will be no mining within 1 mile of this library that we build. It will be very sacred. I believe, my understanding is the stones will come up of every 10 days. One will be procured from the core.
The mother told you this, Eric.
Very clearly.
Vincent,
as we finish cleansing.
I'm sorry?
Oh, forgive me, Vincent. I didn't mean to cut you off, Eric. That's quite rude of me, but I just was asking Vincent, did you hear the mother and her proclamations?
I do. I did. Just now. Through Eric. Eric is a cleric of the mother, and speaks for her, and has not twisted or spoken wrong of anything that she has to say for as long as I've known him. Vincent, so anything that he says to me that comes from the mother, as far as I'm concerned, she said it. So yes, I did hear the mother say it just now.
I give him a thumbs up.
Hey, Vincent, will you make a charisma check, please?
With pleasure.
Perfect.
It's down to me to convince this man, isn't it?
Yes!
22.
Sorry.
Silverado's behind, endorsing you with the thumbs up. Dunlop weighs what you have to say and says, well, forgive me. I should have known better than to question. I have seen your power. But still, the details will need to work out here. I've sunk a lot into this deal already in giving half of the valley to the hobgoblins. I'm not sure how much more I can contribute to this project without being recompensed.
Think about it this way, Dunlop. You've given so much space to the hobgoblins, and this is something for both of you to consider. After such a deal that might seem a little unusual to both sides, to the common dwarf, the common hobgoblin, this coming together to work on something as large as this might help to calm any concerns from either side about the other. If the dwarves see the hobgoblins working hand in hand on such a wonderful project that they're not getting any immediate recompense or reimbursement for, but just doing it out of a brotherhood of two groups of people sharing this valley, then that might do well for relations on both ends.
I think that is a wise perspective. Maybe then my friends and I can come to your tavern, not under a cloak. Condrenzel adds.
I mean, there's a lot that has to be healed amongst everyone, because you are absolutely right, Condrenzel. You should not have to come in here cloaked and hidden. And both sides need to see that, and this is a wonderful opportunity to do that. I have a feeling that it will ultimately work out to be beneficial for everyone. Again, as Eric said, this is the first that I've heard of this.
That's it.
But my initial response to it is that I think that, I mean, you're talking to a guy that didn't trust any deities a week ago. But, I mean, Therazessa hasn't done us wrong yet.
As a man of Dunsmuir, this may be the faith talking. I think you guys are overthinking it a bit. I mean, I'm not that smart. I know that. But this seems like a good deal for everybody. You make friends with the hobgoblins, and they like you now, and your trade opens up more, relations open up more. You band together to fight, armies grow bigger. You're making a school and teaching people how to fight. You can have more people help you out. You know, all that. They offer things that you don't have, like hobgoblins have dark vision, probably. I don't know. So they can help you out in dark spaces. They know the area. You know, make sure that if you are really peaceful with them, you never have to fight them again, ever in history, ever, forever.
Well, the three of you make a strong case. And of course, we must be as brothers, so... Condrazul, we'll work together on this library. But let's take the trees... take the trees from the elbow to the west. Condrazul seems to have no objections to that.
And as he says that, I raise my glass.
I raise my glass or my mug, probably a mug.
The mothers will be done. It sounds like we are all on board.
And Dunsmere will hug your friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I fully expect to have a shrine devoted to Dunsmere at this facility as well. And I've even thinking, Silverado, maybe it's a good place to start your own distillery. Because the mother has said that we all will be teaching at this facility at times.
All right, it will be a learning experience for all of us.
So, a library is a knowledge for knowledge of all things. Why not that as well?
Sure. I can start a monastery and everything. Cool.
Sorry, Vincent.
I was gonna say to the but I don't. What are we gonna call this place?
The three heroes point. Woo!
It is that has already been decided for us. Unfortunately, fortunately, it will be called the Trident Spring.
Okay, fine. We'll name
it the Trident Spring.
Trident Spring.
The Trident Spring.
Woo! Yo, I'm gonna wreck these students up.
Good name. I like it.
We felt it fitting considering that the mother's trident was what formed this lake, which is where it will be built.
Dunlop, Condrazul, when I start my seminar on how to brew alcohol, make sure whoever you're sending into that class has drank the nastiest stuff you have, because they're gonna need the Constitution.
I don't know how that's going to go around here, Silverado. We've got fine brew everywhere, but got a lot to live up to.
As you said, Dunlop, the details there are many details to be laid out, and Brother Joffrey will be helping facilitate that, because as you know, the three of us will be setting out shortly.
Yes, and most of my dwarves are engaged in rebuilding the city.
Understandable.
I don't know how hobgoblins are with construction. No offense, Condrazul.
This is a task to be working together. So perhaps your dwarven engineers, alongside the might of the hobgoblins. You know.
Well, not just the might, but I've learned that the hobgoblins are quite an intelligent group of folk.
Absolutely.
As well.
I apologize. I misspoke, but don't get me wrong. You're right. Totally.
We helped Condrazul perform a coup and take over a place of power in the hobgoblin army.
and in saying that, this part of this facility will be
tank.
Yeah.
Part of this facility will be needed to defend against these stone giants. So, Condrazul, we probably fully expect your people will have a really really strong strategic angle in helping design those defenses.
Oh, Condrazul, you know what you could do? You could have like a part as like lessons on fighting and all that. You can build camaraderie and a bond with an animal, and you can have everybody have a buddy. Everybody have a warg or something that they fight alongside with. Eh?
That is a trait that would help most people, I'm sure.
Hey, it'll help build trust between people. I'm full of good ideas. I down the rest of the mug.
I kind of like being the beast master, though.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'll have to think.
Well, that's why you just let them have a little taste. You don't give them all your secrets.
It's a little something.
Gotta keep something in the back pocket. You know what I mean?
Ah, yes.
For sure.
Well, that reminds me. I have something that I'd like to show you all. That was a fine meal, Dunlop.
Nice.
Will you all join me by the creek? Just off
sure.
back. Let's bring
Sure.
our drinks.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Sounds like an illicit
Drinks.
deal.
Drinks.
Conrazul,
I'm used to double fisting, so I'll double fist. Sure.
Eric, how did that tip I gave you about the mother pearl work out?
I will. I found this one in the Esat's bath, and I kind of hold up Oblivion, angling at the one pointing in the handle. The pearl pointing out in the handle of the.
Well, I don't know if that's the one I mentioned, but I think I said something about one being down there. Let me show you how I gain my intelligence. And
Okay.
Condrazul kneels down next to the creek. She's very, very quiet. Silverado, be quiet. Shh.
Shh.
And he says, now you all listen. And as you listen, you hear the din of the town, but you also hear just a very quiet humming coming from the lake. He says, the bluegill, see the school beneath the ice. They talk to us. He says, Silverado, one moment. You answer them in the way they talk to you. And Condrazul goes, "Woo." Makes a very strange noise back at the river. And he says, yes, like that. You put the question. Anything that says school, all you need is the favor of Teresesa.
Interesting.
Go to a school that has the ancient knowledge, a salmon, a school of fish, the whale, and you speak in its tone. Keep in your mind the thing that you want to find. If they have the knowledge, they will share it. So if you go to a school of fish or some kind of aquatic animal that is in a group, you can hold a question in your mind and attempt to confer with its essence or its spirit here, its ancient knowledge that it possesses, and perhaps it will be able to yield you some information. You never know; it might come in handy.
I ask a question in my mind. Can you understand us?
No, you have to make the noise. The woo, 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 woo.
Which is, can you understand us?
You get the sense of anticipation, something waiting for a question.
I use my ring of animal friendship and I just cast speak with animals. Like, can you hear us? I'm just straight talking to fish now.
I don't know if these bluegills are very intelligent. They make a similar noise in the language of fish that you understand.
You guys just watch Silverado and this school of fish just have a conversation back and forth. Just a bunch of woo.
As you do, you just get a sense of the path that this particular school of fish travels up the creek, to the river, and back to a little pond. That is all.
All right, nice meeting you guys.
They may not have much to offer, I don't know. Usually you ask the salmon or the whale.
Those guys told me where a body was buried in the river, so I'm going to check that out in a month or two.
Condrazul will say that he appreciates your friendship and anything else that he can do to help you, he will do surely.
Hey, don't. Oh, hey, Contrazul. I still have that favor from you.
Of course, you name it.
Work with Dunlop and try to keep the problems low.
He looks a little bit surprised by your request, and he looks to Dunlop and then extends his arm.
You're welcome.
Very nice.
Cool. Well, thank you, Conjazul. I'm sure you need to get back, but we will be in touch. And I look forward to working with all of you again.
Yes.
Condrazul drains his mug and sets it down in the snow, and starts heading off into this wooded area where there are other kind of large hulking figures robed awaiting him.
Cool.
Wasn't that kind of cool how I cashed in that favor? I felt very powerful, you know.
That was a great, yeah. That was a power move. That was definitely a power move.
Yeah, I've been holding on to that for like weeks. I don't know what I was gonna do with it.
That was great. That was really good, Silverado. Says Basulda.
Yeah.
Buster, where'd you get here? Jesus Christ!
Sneaky.
Oh, Doonsman, you gotta stop.
Don't, dude.
I hope you guys don't mind me keeping you in the dark on that, but I felt that if it was gonna come across, because I know it was a big ask on their part, that I felt that you guys had to be. I just felt that there were I didn't feel it would be right that I don't know. I had to tell everybody all at once to make it work.
I think it worked out perfectly, and I hope you know, as was I think just demonstrated right now, we always got your back, and
cool.
You're good.
Appreciate that.
Besides, if you knew the stuff that I've kept you guys in the dark about before, like this was nothing. This is build a school. Sure, fine.
Yeah, I got some stuff in my back pocket I haven't spouted out in a drunken haze yet. I still got a few secrets to myself.
Are you guys in private right now, or is Dunlop still with you?
Yeah, maybe we're in private walking back together.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably walking back, unless what's her name sneaks up on us again.
A spy.
Yeah.
I swear, she's got to be a rogue. There's no other explanation.
She secretly follows Fellet.
No, she's actually a familiar of Dunlop's. A really complex one.
You just keep summoning her at random.
So that said, you guys want to just hang out for a while and see this house built?
Yeah, I'd like to check that out. You know, I think we have a lot of work to do around here. We've got our own quarters that are being built that I'd like to, maybe we could put a little bit of
your own flair on,
suggestive feedback onto that.
Brilliant.
Make sure we get a basement or two.
You know, I'm not talking about making them restructure the whole thing, but I'd like to pick my wall colors and
right.
But and then we got to start working on the logistics of this project as well. So
absolutely.
Hey, Eric, do you still have that headband that was magic, or did we give that back?
Yeah, I've got it on right now, man.
Oh, you got it on right now? Oh, cool. You're going to be doing a lot of the logistics stuff, because I don't know if Vincent and I are going to be great at that. I mean, I could give it a shot. I think I would be okay.
Well, I've got some ideas, but I mean, there's this facility definitely will have what I thought would be. I mean, there'll be a combat training. I thought there could even be a monk school, and I thought there should be facilities for training magic users of all sorts. Not just the wizardly type, but I mean Vincent's type, clerics, bards.
Something that's more of instead of not so much teaching them.
This will be the control.
Teaching not like teaching them spells or things like that, but teach them how to control the abilities that they have. Teaching them how to channel it. Yeah, I think that's
what I'm thinking exactly. Yeah, the channeling and exactly control. maneuvering, combat oriented things.
No one of these nerdy wizard schools. We don't
Is
need
it-
any
No.
of those.
Is it
No.
bad? I think when I start teaching, it might turn into a rogue class of some sort. Because the way I figured out how to do my fighting was like, obviously I learned it back in my hometown and all that fun stuff. But also, I've done a lot of criminal things. I
Well, I
didn't
mean,
realize
a lot of from the instructions I got, among other combat tactics, a big part that we're to focus on is around the how to handle with giants, how to deal with them, where their weaknesses are, how we've been able to take care of them. So I think you, Silverado, especially, will be a lot of your those pressure point attacks that you've been using, things like that as well.
Yeah.
Right. I'll try to teach him that stuff and not make it a thieves guild in Dunlop's area.
Right.
Well, I mean, and also, heroism comes with a certain level of espionage. For being
Absolutely.
honest, I mean, we've had we've used a lot of moments. I mean, don't forget that hobgoblin hold that we handed a magical made up paper to so we could walk past them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've had our fair share of tricks and stunts and whatnot. So
we should have Balstrudo teach the rogue class for sure. So just to get a bunch of people being because she does that really well. I don't know how she managed it, guys.
She does. Is she around? Is she here?
As your conversation continues, actually, and you look for Bastrulu, who was always just over your shoulder.
11 perception. Where's she at?
I got 15.
Actually, you just hear and the screaming keeps getting louder and louder, and the town drunk, so to speak, comes stumbling out of Dunlop's tavern, clutching at his breeches, trying to pull them up, looking behind him, making whatever kind of arcane hand gestures he may have seen anybody else do to whatever effect, hoping to ward off whatever evil spirits are chasing him. And this man just keeps screaming as he trots away into the snow, trying to pull up his pants and put his shoes on.
Is he currently intoxicated?
It's pretty late in the day, so he definitely slept it off. But
as he runs off in a panic, without missing a beat, I'm just going to turn and look at Silverado and go, "What'd you do?"
Can you message him and say you're mine?
Sure. You're mine.
Thank you.
Love it.
I can't.
I want to run up and grab him by the shoulders and forcefully turn him around and stare him in the eyes and say you're mine, but it would have been better if he was drunk.
He clutches at his head and his screaming intensifies, and he just forgets the shoes as he sprints away.
Ooh, he's gonna have blisters. Amazing what a little bit of water and gems can do.
And the barkeep who had given you his room number, Silverado, just comes up to the door. He's polishing a glass, shakes his head, and just walks away, kind of chuckling.
Give him a thumbs up.
He goes,
"Oh, thumbs down."
He just turns.
I just grabbed Silverado's hand and put it down. Just be cool. Just be. This is where you always mess it up.
Look, it's only fun if people find out. All right.
And everybody else in Dunlop City seems to be in better spirits as well. Though there is war and rumors of war at foot. The leaving of these spirits, as well as the further melting of the glacier, has the city in high spirits.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! I also want to go shopping. I don't know if I would have any money for anything, but I'm looking at some items right now.
At this point in time, I think it's a good opportunity to take a short rest on the material plane here. We'll be back shortly with more of the adventure on the Heroes Era. We'll be right back.
Perfect.
All right.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Heroes Era. Thanks for being with us. And the adventure will continue here in town. We are having a bit of a town day, some shopping happening, spontaneous shopping. And So Silverado, you got a pretty sweet cloak from Dunlop's tailor, and you're also going to be commissioning that jade figurine. Or I'm sorry, is it jade or?
It's ebony.
Ebony.
So it's like black, pretty
from
much.
Deathetta, and she'll have that ready for you in a couple of days.
Coolio.
Eric, those goggles are just uncommon, so
Cool.
Yeah, you can find those.
Cool. Okay.
I imagine some dwarves might need them for mining.
So that was one thing I was looking for, and then I was also looking for possibly it's called Periapt of Pruth versus Poison. Basically makes you immune or resistant to poison. Like a necklace.
What level of rarity is that?
I think it was uncommon as well. Just a second.
Rare.
Oh, it is rare. I'm sorry.
Cool.
Yeah.
No worries. Delicate silver chain has a brilliant cut black gem pendant. While you wear it, poisons have no effect on you. Dang. It's pretty nice.
That's like a jungle fever type stuff.
Or I was also considering boots of Elvenkind.
Hey, brother!
just to neutralize my disadvantage on
Stealth. It's not uncommon for people who wear heavy armor to get boots of Elvenkind because they are so useful for stealth checks.
So it would basically just make my stealth check normal. I wouldn't have advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah,
They're both on that. They're uncommon.
That's cool with me. You can find the boots of Elvenkind from a local.
Nice.
And then the Periapt you can commission from Deathetta. She can work on that after she completes Silverado's work. Take her a couple of days. And she'll use one of the local wizards to help her.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, if I could, I would probably go with the goggles and the Periapt versus poison.
Right on. She can craft that for you. It'll be 700 gold for that, for the rare item. And then I forget what we were saying for uncommon items. Anybody recall?
You said like 200 or 300. I forget. Do you remember, Chris?
It wasn't much. It wasn't.
I think it was 12 gold.
12. Sounds right to me.
So let's see. The boots of Elvenkind that are uncommon, you'll be finding from, finding somebody that lives on the slope operating a small shop. Probably going to charge a little bit more there.
Sure.
300 gold for those.
Okay, the Periapt would be 7. And the goggles, you said, sorry.
Yeah, the goggles were the rare item, right?
No, they were the rare was the
sorry,
proof against poison.
Pulled up here, the boots of Elvenkind. My mistake.
Yeah, are they rare too? I think they're both uncommon. Yeah, the boots are uncommon. The goggles are uncommon.
I imagine them having the goggles as well for the same price. Maybe if you're getting both, they would give you a deal, like 50 gold off. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot off. He said it.
Is that all right? I know we've got a party fund of gems. Do you guys care if I snipe some gems?
No. Do what you gotta do.
Go ahead.
All right. So that'll pretty much make Eric broke. But
Same
I'm good
here,
with
man.
that. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Cool.
Yay. We're getting stuff, guys.
Ooh.
Woo, shopping episode.
Eric, as you're going about town, Picard will approach you.
Oh, cool. I need to talk to him about our plan too, anyways. So
Picard tells you that he's been speaking with Dunlop, and Dunlop has told him of a place that an incredibly powerful weapon can be forged. Says that he plans to go there.
this is the Chaos Forge.
Yes. You know of it.
Yeah, we are actually heading that way ourselves in some form. You know how to get there? My understanding was that the Dunlop wasn't sure how to get there, that there were sigil stones required to actually get to the entrance, and we were to go and see Crinbar, the one of the leaders of the stone giants.
I don't know about sigil stones, but I believe that Crimbar is the only one in the region that knows the way. It's something of a fable. I don't know if it really exists.
It said that you can basically forge weapons of the gods.
It is said that that is where Brahms forged weapons for Dunsmere and Therazessa.
He was taught by Moradin. Yeah.
It said that that is where her trident was forged. He says, but I know you have much business to tend to here.
Well, would you be interested in accompanying us?
Another tag along.
When are you planning on leaving?
Well, my companions and I have been kind of out and about quite a lot. We were kind of looking for a little bit of downtime, but I don't think it'll be too long.
Well, as you know, Brahms speaks to me, and I feel this is urgent, so it's something that I must do.
Give me some time. Let me speak to my friends. Perhaps we can speed things up a little bit.
You've already done so much, and I'm quite capable.
I don't know. You'll be delving into the Stone Giants' caverns. You know what lurks down there.
Crinbar, a pacifist, an artist.
Yes, but the Dreamwalkers are down there.
Well, I've seen you fight them. I will bring enough men with me. I mean, it's not for me to say that you will not come, but it is upon me to do this.
I understand. Yeah, trust me. The mother has given me tasks which I have full-heartedly planned to see to fruition. So I understand. Perhaps we will catch up to you then.
Very well. I'm leaving as the dragon leaves this evening.
Well, we wish you well. Your hands and your mind are very well welcomed in this place. It would be a shame if anything fell on you. I pray for the mother to look after you on your trip, as Brahms as well.
By the way, Eric, did you receive your helmet from the smith?
I did. They were having some troubles. I had to help them a little bit.
Oh well, let's see it.
Oh. Pull it out of my bag and put it on properly.
Oh, that is nice. Yes. Oh, it's like it's eating you, or you're coming out of its mouth.
Absolutely.
Brutal.
Yeah. I'm hoping it'll help send a message as we travel deeper to, anything that might try and cross us. At least they'll have a sense of what they're getting into.
Yes, it sends a fearsome message. Well, hopefully we will work together again soon.
Absolutely. Travel safe, my friend.
And the day will continue on.
I would like to find Vincent at some point.
Sure.
Whenever I can.
You absolutely can.
I try to see where he is off in the distance, and then I use my new cloak to appear right next to him. Hey, Vincent.
Whoa.
I'm
Hey.
magic now.
Neat.
Yeah, I'm just like you.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Interesting.
I am magical.
What other kind of magic do you know?
I have this, and I slap him on the chest, and you can run faster now.
Okay.
I give him a little pat on the cheek, and like now you're good at doing stuff for a minute. And I use pass without a trace, and it's like now we're all sneaky and real.
Counterspell.
Ah, now I have to kill you. Anyway,
I love it. I think that's something that's going to come in real handy for you.
yeah.
I think.
I got this giant jade stone from Deathida, and she said something was going on with it, and I want to make sure this isn't gonna like curse me or something if I like concentrate on it. So could you check it, Mr. Magic Man?
I mean, I can take a look at it. There's not much I can do except for see if it is magical. I'll take it and I'll cast detect magic.
Is my god in it?
You sense the potential for this to contain some sort of magic. Seems like has some of the essence of Gira within it, unformed.
Some like raw magic to this. I don't know if it's really.
I got old magic.
Fully. What's the word I'm looking for here? Developed. Like it's a magical piece. It's a magical item.
Right.
But I don't know if anything's really been. I think this is like a component that you could utilize to create something of magic. Or to, like for example, and I'll pull out my spell storing gem. Like this one, this has been enchanted in a particular way, so that it holds my magic in it to be released when I need it to. This, holding up the other stone, is, I think, more of a raw version, whereas like it could be crafted to, but it's just magic potential right now. But then again, I toss it back to him. What do I know? I'm not a wizard.
I slap it and try to give it guidance. Does anything happen?
What would you expect would happen?
I don't know. Just feel more magic in it. Look, I'm not a magic man. I think it's cool that I got magic stuff and things appear out of nowhere, but I don't know what's going
Silverado,
on.
I appreciate that you're coming to me as like you're the arcane expert, but I'm not one of these guys that like I didn't study magic. So I have certain innate abilities that are just within me that I've battled to control on a daily basis. That's as far as my experience with it goes, though. I don't really know what's going on with this. All I know is that it is magical.
Excuse me.
I take a little bit of that holy water I still have and I pour it over the stone real quick. And anything happens.
Stone is wet and shiny.
Now I got a wet stone.
Let me. Where are we? Like in the middle of the town right now?
Sure. Like on the plateau.
Okay.
Yeah, above the slope, near the tavern. The tavern's in sight.
Okay. Let me try something with it. Do you mind? Let me see your. I'll take his.
She
stone.
chucks it off the cliff.
Yeah. Let's see if it comes back. And I'll just sort of like off it, like up into the sky, out away from anyone or anything. I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast, but I'm going to try to like use the stone as like a focus for it. I want to see if it does anything to that, if it like makes it a more powerful attack or anything of that nature.
Congratulations, you've got holy magic.
We roll a d10, please.
Oh God! What have I done?
The stone shattered.
What did you do to me, Silverado?
Hey, you made this choice, man. I'm just giving you the option. Ben's over here thinking of what's going to happen.
Assigning numbers to things. 5, you say?
Yes.
The stone is, blasted away by your Eldritch Blast, but your magic is also reflected off of it into another direction, up into the sky.
Okay.
So
I wasn't trying to shoot the stone itself. I was just trying to like channel it through the. Okay, maybe this like defends you against.
I got a magic shield. Cool.
Maybe. Here, you wanna hold on to it and let me try to shoot you?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get a little further away from civilization here.
I'm gonna hold it at my chest.
Put it over something vital.
I'm gonna stand about 65 feet away. I'm gonna shout.
Watching through a window, so I'm like, what are they doing?
Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Goodbye. And I'm gonna fire another Eldritch Blast at Silverado.
Will you roll a d10, please?
Hear him.
You, Vincent.
Okay. 1.
Oh no!
Silverado's dead.
It goes through the stone and just pierces my heart and kills me.
The the stone shatters, breaks into 2 pieces. Silverado, I'm sorry, Vincent, will you roll damage against Silverado from your Eldritch Blast?
Of course I will. Hang on.
What stone blew up?
It was a
nice
cool
one.
stone. A nice stone that I got from Death of the. That was probably an important spell component that was needed for a ritual later on that we just shattered.
8 points of force damage.
I thought this was the thing for your firefly. Is that the one that's getting destroyed?
No. This is
just kind of a nicer stone that Deathida had gifted him.
that had magic
had some
potential.
Chaotic magical tendencies, and
we blew it up.
fortunately we rolled a 1.
Well, that's what you do with magic.
That's what happens.
Listen, when you don't have a wizard in the party to cast Identify, you
This
gotta
is
do
what
trial and
happens.
error. This is how you figure it out.
I pick up the 2 ends and I'm like, ah, is it still magical?
Detect magic. Is there still any magic in it?
There is still magic in these pieces.
Okay.
It's still got some ROM.
Okay.
Like I said, I think it's just unpolished. It's like it's got the potential to hold a magical ability, but there's nothing in it yet.
This is a good thing. Now we got 2.
Yeah.
We're cheap. I just put it on the ground. I pull out my sword and I start. No,
That's 100% how that works.
I fake out like I'm going to do it, but I back at the last second.
Also, I'm gonna cast Healing Word at 3rd level on Silverado.
I got 8 points.
I know, but I feel bad.
I gotta take a nappy and be fine. Oh, actually, that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, you got 7 back. Actually, it's plus my spellcasting ability. So yeah, you're back up.
I'm full. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are hilarious.
Don't worry, I get those back at a short rest anyway. It's fine.
I want to find Death of the.
Wait, hang on. I should have asked this beforehand. Where did you get this?
Death of the gave it to me because she did.
Dude,
I went to go get some. Look, I went to go get some jet for the prank. All right, and she gave it to me free of charge. All right.
She gave you this?
Yeah, she did.
Why'd you let me shoot it?
It's a gift. I can do whatever I want with it.
Oh, Silverado.
Look, all right, we're gonna fix it. It'll be look. I'll do some cool stuff to it.
Let me try something. Let me see the two pieces. I'm gonna take the two pieces. I'm gonna push them together, and I'm gonna cast mending.
I don't know if magic items could break potentially, but this one did.
Well, they're not supposed to be able to break, but if they can break, maybe they can be fixed. So I will try mending.
Magic to fix magic.
Repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch, such as a broken chain link, two halves of a broken key, a torn cloak, or a leaking water skin or wineskin. As long as the break tear is no longer than 1 foot in any dimension, you mend it, leaving no trace of the former damage. The spell can physically repair a magic item or construct, but the spell can't restore the magic to such an object. So, but if the magic wasn't lost,
we're good. Crisis averted.
I'm so tempted to make these two stones that are the shapes of halves of a heart that fit together. But that's not what happened.
I made this for you. Oh, thank you. Hey, Vincent.
No, you do successfully mend this stone. Restore it to its former glory.
All right. What I was going to ask Deathada if there's a way to melt gems into a liquid form. I don't think there is. I don't think gems do that, but this is a magic fantasy world where anything is possible. And I was gonna mend the two together with either some more jade or another gem that looks cool.
Just blow it up again.
Well then,
all right. Hey, here, hold it again. We'll try
now that we can fix it, we can mess with it all we want.
No, I know we can fix it. Yeah, now I'm going to try a scorching ray at it. Let's see what that does. No.
Danger,
Listen,
danger.
Silverado, buddy.
What?
I know that you spend a lot of time in the woods.
Look, hey man.
But let me explain some basic etiquette to you. When someone that you care about as a friend or an acquaintance or anything like that gifts you something, while you are technically correct that you do have every right to do with it whatever you want, typically people tend to cherish those things a little bit more than having your magic buddy shoot it with the blast. Now, again, it's your thing. You do you, but
hey, I just held the target. You pulled the trigger.
Don't you dare. Listen, it's fine. It's fine. We were just trying to figure out what it does. We don't know what it does. Look, you know what we should do? There's got to be a wizard in town. Is there a wizard in town? We should just find a wizard.
Maybe.
I can just identify it.
Wizards have been mentioned.
Is Deathada an artificer? She works for gems and stuff. I think
she's just a crafts dwarf.
She had mentioned that she'd be working with a wizard to create these magical items for you guys.
She didn't give you any information as to what it does?
She just said it was kind of special and didn't know what was up.
Did you ask?
Yeah, I asked.
Okay.
I was like, what's up with this? And she's like, I don't know. It's special. I was like, all right, cool. Thank you. And I took it.
Oh, no, fair enough.
Look, it was a big thing of jade, and I like jade. So I was like, oh, cool. More jade to work with. I could turn it into like a statue or something. I don't know. And save the pieces and make more cool stuff.
Well, I think we take this particular piece of jade and maybe put it aside. Put it in a separate pouch or something. You know, not with the regular gems. Because this might be something that might come in handy down the road. You know, having something with some magical essence to it that is not busted in half and certainly never has been. Who told you that?
Yeah, I've never died to a dragon.
And
we take it to We take it to a wizard. Ah, yes, this is what the stone does. Also, there was a mending cantrip that has been used recently.
What?
What? Da-da-da.
So yeah.
We put it in the for later pile. And on that note, I go and check up on my figurine and see how it's coming along.
I told you Silverado's going to be a couple days, so please.
Right. Sorry. Good stone, by the way. It's
What?
pretty cool.
What makes you say that?
I've looked at it. I had Vincent check it out, and he said it was magical. Kinda like what you said. It had some magic in it, but not like really. We're thinking of having a wizard take a look at it, but I don't know. I don't know any wizards in town. None of us are smart people, Death. We don't know what we're doing with magic.
Well, would you like me to show it to the wizard to discover what it does? I just thought it was kind of a pretty stone.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Am I there? I'm assuming I tagged along.
Yeah, you can come along. Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It's just I can sense magic in an item, even though but that's as far as I can do. I can't really tell what it is or what it does, and there definitely is magic within it. So we just are kind of curious as to what type of magic and that sort of thing. We like to know what we're carrying.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be meeting with Urudel later, and I could ask him, but he's kind of a private fellow.
Okay, well, we don't want to put you in a spot. Like if that's too weird or whatever. Like, are there any other, like maybe like a magic shop in the area or another wizard in the area that you might know that we could go? I mean, we can pay for the services.
Yeah, we'll pay for
happy
it.
to pay a wizard to, or someone who may have access
what's
to an
going
identify
on.
spell or
Well,
something
I don't
like
know
that.
if Uzodius is open back on the dock, but he could probably help you.
Okay, we'll check with him because it sounds that you're a little hesitant to ask your wizard compatriot, and I don't want to put you in a spot that.
Well, I mean,
makes
I
you feel
could take the
uncomfortable.
stone. Just I don't think it'd be best if you tag along. And she kind of looks at Silverado for a moment.
Okay, Death.
Okay.
What's
Well, I
going
mean,
on here? You can be honest with me.
Urudel is very particular. It's nothing against you. Just
I understand. Is he racist against elves?
no. That is not it. Just you could be a little reckless, Silverado. If
I
you
can
break
be-
any of Urudel's things.
Look.
Or
I'm a
misuse them.
I am a person who is a very experimental.
I just
Okay.
think that Uzodius is more your vibe. That's all.
Okay. We'll go.
Urudel, I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine, Death today. It really is.
We'll head to the
appreciate
dock.
it. You're not hurting our feelings. We understand. It's
They're
fine.
brothers,
You're
one
good.
as good as the other. Just, I mean, you
Okay.
asked me.
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah.
good. You're good. Oh, and by the way, this little gem of yours, and I'll pull out my spell storing gem. Like this is amazing. This
I'm
little
glad
guy
you're putting it to
has-
use.
Yeah, he killed a lot of people with that.
I saved some too.
That's always his go-to.
I know what happened, Silverado.
Why does everybody feel weird about it? Everyone in this town kills people.
I don't kill people.
It's a thing it does.
Deathina, thank you so much for your time. Osmodius on the docks, you said, correct?
No, not Asmodeus. Uzodius, my friend.
Uzodius.
Uzodius.
Asmodeus is quite another matter.
Right.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
I'm a little day drunk, okay? Forgive me.
And I think that, Eric, do you have anything in mind for Eric this afternoon?
No, I'm. He's basically just gonna relax for the next while until it's time for us to set out. I think, for the most part.
Very good. Then that is a good place to end the adventure for the evening. And we will be back next week with the Heroes Era. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Until next time, guys.
What an episode.